So as you guys often do, you pointed out there are more than 5 things that need to return in Assassin's Creed. So there was a follow-up video that was in order based on some of the comments that was received, and I definitely agree with some of these. So here we have a further 5 things that need to return in Assassin's Creed. Please do bear in mind this is all in my opinion. If you disagree or have more to add, that's cool, that's what the comment section is for. But without further ado, let's begin. Used to be when you fired up Assassin's Creed games, you'd be given 3 save slots so you could play through the game multiple times, with the option to remove them, if you so wish. Whereas in Assassin's Creed Unity and Syndicate, there is only 1 save slot, and you cannot delete it, so you have to go into the files to do so, which is kind of annoying. In Unity it's understandable given that the multiplayer factors into the single player quite a fair bit, but with Syndicate it's just a bit pointless and gets in the way, and we can't start a new playthrough either because we can't delete the save without going into the files, and a lot of people can't be bothered with that. Since Ubisoft has pretty much confirmed through Amar Azaziah that they're not going back to multiplayer anytime soon, maybe we can see a return of multiple save slots that we can delete if we so wish. Moving on, another thing that I missed were the hidden blades in combat. Now, the hidden blades were more of a useful tool when you could use them in a diverse amount of situations. So the hidden blade has always been good for stealth and assassinations, but using them in open conflict as useful tools is also something that I do like, especially when they're just on their own, because you appear unarmed, the guard attacks unaware, or your enemy attacks unaware that you actually are armed, thinking it's going to be an easy fight, and you humble them with the hidden blade. And honestly, I like that, and I like the hidden blade being usable in combat, and it seems like something that can be used in really tight spaces and stuff like that in combat as well, and that's something that we do see demonstrated when against guards carrying spears in Assassin's Creed 2 through to Revelations. I also like that being a weapon that you could just choose to use in combat, and also not having to resort to using a primary weapon in combat and being able to use your hidden blade, which is the iconic assassin's weapon. So it only really makes sense that an assassin is proficient in using a hidden blade in not just stealth situations but open conflict as well. Next up we have a character trilogy. Now, part of the reason why Ezio was such a great character in my opinion is because we got his story told over 3 games as opposed to 1 where it might feel a little bit rushed. And in those 3 games we see Ezio's life from a young man to an old man, from birth to death essentially. And in that life we see him develop, we see him go through several different kind of hardships. We see him happy, we see him sad, and I feel as if we need to see that with another character. Maybe a little different, maybe make them a unique character, but we definitely need to see a character with more focus. Now, I'm always banging on about the Cryptic stuff being one of my favourite things and my favourite feelings about Assassin's Creed back in the day, and honestly it will always be one of my favourite things about the old Assassin's Creed games, because I loved that Cryptic stuff. And honestly, it was probably one of the best parts of Assassin's Creed, which made me want to play the next game afterwards, were the little cryptic things. Now, although the cryptic stuff has always sort of been there in the shadows a little bit, it has been missing as of late, a lot more than I would like. And I wish we would have some cryptic stuff like the good old-fashioned glyphs in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, or maybe those things on the wall at the end of Assassin's Creed 1. You know what I mean. Like I said, the cryptic stuff being so interesting and the mystery all in all made me feel compelled to play the next installment in the franchise, and that's something that honestly Assassin's Creed has lacked as of late. It has been there, but very minorly and not enough to really to get me interested, and I just want that feeling back from decrypting all these interesting 16 stuff from back in the day. And this final point is the notoriety system. Now, in recent games the notoriety system simply hasn't been there. In Unity and Syndicate it wasn't there. In Rogue and Black Flag it was only on the sea. In Assassin's Creed 3 it was a bit too harsh, and in the Ezio trilogy it was just right, and I feel as if they need to get that balance back. It makes you more mindful of your notoriety. It makes you think, should I do this, or will that make my mission a bit harder? And I like to be able to rip down posters and stuff, but I don't like it being ridiculously harsh. I just like to see my actions have a bit of an effect on how the world sort of accepts or doesn't accept my character, and I feel as if that's something that needs to be addressed and in the next Assassin's Creed game. And although all in all it will need a little bit of work to sort of suit the next gen experience and how they could potentially make a notoriety system dynamic, I feel as if it's something that should be in there. But anyway everybody, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, tell me what you think. Is there more to add? Is there anything else? Of course, go ahead and check out my other video on this if you haven't already seen it, because there might be things in there that you might be interested in. Or if you disagree, or just plain and simple have more to add, like I said, use the comment section. That's what it's there for. Get involved. And I'll see you all in the next one. So yeah.